Yeah, well, look, Jemana, there's a lot of concern at the moment given the FTX collapse. Investors on edge here, and Binance clearly is a big focus for investors because this is the world's largest crypto exchange, and any issues here could have huge ramifications across the entire industry here with a lot of contagion effects. Let's just run through what the latest is here. Binance pausing withdrawals of the stablecoin USDC because it says it's carrying out a token swap. This is when you swap one crypto for another without the use of fiat, and it could potentially be a way for Binance to shore up the amount of USDC it currently has, because Changpeng Zhao, the CEO, said that there has been an increase in withdrawals of USDC. And when users are trying to convert specific stablecoins, PAX and Binance USD, which is their own stablecoin, into USDC, it goes through a bank in New York, which is not yet open. That's what he said. That's the reasoning. But there's no reason at the moment as to why there's been an increase in withdrawals of USDC. Look, it's never a good sign when exchanges need to pause withdrawals, especially if they don't resume. It is a sign, of course, of investor concern at this point. And there's a couple of things that could be spooking investors. Firstly, there have been a number of questions raised over Binance's proof of reserve report released a couple of weeks ago. Now, Binance says it has more than 100% collateral for all of its assets to back what it has. But there have been questions raised as to whether Binance has that, because some critics have said that the report is not transparent enough. It doesn't have enough information on it to really give investors confidence, particularly after the FTX collapse and some of the other collapses we've seen across the industry over the past few months. That's one big concern at the moment. The second here is this Reuters report from yesterday saying that the Department of Justice in the U.S. has been carrying out a criminal investigation into Binance over money laundering violations as well. Again, we don't know if that is true yet. Binance hasn't come out with a statement about that, and the Department of Justice hasn't come out with an official statement yet. And ultimately, investors are scratching their head as to whether these allegations are true and ultimately what it means for the company. So far, Binance's own stablecoin, BUSD, has remained stable, but BNB, another token that Binance issues, is down about 5% today. So that, I think, reflects some of those jitters we're seeing amongst investors as they look at Binance and potentially what the ramifications could be if there are any major troubles at this exchange.